as a meditator, the emphasis is on being in the moment and being present in the here and now. And that principle applies all the time for me. Kind of when I'm in the garden, I try to be completely there, not think wildly about all the problems of the world that are, of course, occurring all around us and through our TVs and through radios and etc. But I try to be completely here. And that's a training, there's a discipline in that. So as a gardener, it's important to be in the moment, but it's also to have an idea of a longer horizon, a broader horizon, a time horizon where you know what's going to happen next year and what's going to happen. Actually, you want to have at least a 4 or 5 year time horizon. If you are a forester, you actually might want to have a 100-year horizon. You want to really look to your forest in what can happen over the decades, many decades. In a garden, it's important to know about what happens 3, 4, 5 years from now, because we, in a healthy garden, have a good garden plan with a good crop rotation. And crop rotation means that you don't grow the same type of vegetables, and even for some flowers, in the same soil year after year. You actually want to wait 4 years before you come back to the same bed. So if you grow cabbages, which we will be planting soon, those cabbages should not come back to that same garden soil for 4 years. So you want to keep that in mind. And so I have a schedule out on paper that I work on in the winter time, but it's basically a pretty set schedule how crops rotate from one crop to the next. So maybe if I grow cabbages in the spring, that same bed might get spinach or lettuce that fall. And then the following year, that might get a carrot crop, or possibly a winter squash crop, or a cucumber crop. So that rotates, and maybe the following year that same bed will get a cover crop, or it will get like the bed that we're going to prepare in a moment that had a wildflower, an annual wildflower crop growing last year. Not a crop, but really, just a totally beautiful assortment of more than 20 different kinds of annual flowers. So that even wildflowers can be part of your crop rotation plan, because they will attract lots of beneficial insects, butterflies and bees and all sort of things, hummingbirds. So with that in mind, I have this time horizon that I try to be present. At the same time, I'm aware of what's going to happen later on in the year and next year, as well as in the next 4 or 5 years.